Well, I'm back here talking about another Fanatics screw up. It kind of feels like it's happening more and more recently, but I'm sure that's just my bias and the fact that I don't really see a lot of the other times that Fanatics screws up. I know they screw up a lot, of course. I'm not saying that they don't. I know they mess up a lot of people's orders, but it feels like it's been happening more, probably just because it's more focused in on jerseys, and the jerseys that they have been screwing up on have been pretty consequential in a way. They're pretty big screw ups. It hasn't just been people getting the wrong jersey, it's been a jersey that hasn't really been seen before, and that's happened 3 times in the past. What has it been, like 2 months? The first screw up in these past few months was when a fan tried to order a Fanatics breakaway Brady Tkachuk home jersey for the Ottawa Senators. Instead of getting that, he got the brand new third jersey, which at the time had not been released to the public, wasn't even revealed to the public yet. Now, we had seen it because of a TV test, I think it was like a few months prior. We knew what the jersey looked like, but it was not supposed to be in anybody's hands at that point in time, and somehow that person got it. They did get it with Tkachuk on the back, so I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, a jersey that they should not have had. Then, just a few weeks ago, it happened again. Someone tried to order a Chicago Blackhawks Centennial home jersey in a Fanatics Authentic Pro. They did get an Authentic Pro, but they got a Centennial third jersey for the Blackhawks, not the home. This one's an even bigger screw up, at least in my opinion, because at least with that Senators jersey, it had been leaked before. It was terrible pictures, so it was nice to see some better pictures and on an actual person, even though it was just a breakaway jersey, but still, it was cool to see, the actual jersey itself. With this Blackhawks one, there was rumors, but nothing was confirmed at all. We had zero leaks about it. There was a few hints before the season, but it started to look like maybe the jersey wasn't coming, and there was rumors that it was delayed and it was going to be pushed back into next season, which technically we still don't really know if it's coming out this season, and if it is their Centennial third jersey. I do believe that it is their Centennial third jersey. One, because someone actually got the jersey itself, even though it was unintentional and it wasn't supposed to happen. I still think that, that is a little bit more of an indicator that it's coming out this season. And to add on to that as well, we're supposed to be getting a new template for Fanatics next season, right? They're still kind of under the Adidas template, and this jersey is part of that Adidas template. So I think it is their Centennial third jersey. I think it is coming out this season. But either way, whether it's coming out this season or not, the fact that, it was just rumored and we had not seen anything about this jersey, the Blackhawks have not really acknowledged it yet. It's crazy that someone got it. But I did already cover those two things in their separate videos, right? So why am I talking about this again? Well, that's because it happened again. Technically, 2 more times, but it was the same issue both times. This happened, I believe it was 2 days ago now, but instead of someone getting their Utah Mammoth home Authentic Pro jersey, so the one with the logo on the front, the one that they're wearing this season, they got an inaugural season Utah away Authentic Pro jersey. So that is crazy. And like I said, this didn't happen to just one person. It happened to 2 different people. The first person that I saw happen to was Jersey Devil on Instagram. I'll leave a link to their Instagram in the description. I believe it happened to her 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. And then just before I started recording this, I saw that BA Sports on YouTube, who I'll link to his channel as well, he also had the same issue. Well, it's kind of a good thing. And the reason that it's a good thing is because these Utah Authentic Pro inaugural season away jerseys were not available at a retail level. Like, you can't get them anywhere. They're not on the NHL website, the Fanatics website, anywhere. Like, they basically, I don't think they really made them, at least, obviously they did, but I don't think they made a ton of them. Most teams did not have their away jerseys available in an Authentic Pro during that first year of Fanatics, and this year as well, but with that first year, I know Montreal did, as well as the Jets. Both of them had their aways in an Authentic Pro on their team stores, but outside of that, I don't think there was any other team. Maybe there was like a few more, but it was really, really like rare. Like, most teams did not have that available. I know Utah didn't because they barely even had their home jerseys available in an Authentic Pro just because they were trying to rush them out. With them moving from Arizona to Utah, it was really a time crunch to get all those jerseys available. It took a while for them to even get their premium jerseys out for sale, let alone the Authentic Pros. So these 2 are the first Utah Authentic Pros that at least I've seen that weren't, game issued or team issued. I've seen, a few of those, but these have the retail tags on them, so they're not team issued at all. So these jerseys are pretty darn rare, and even this year, the away Authentic Pros for pretty much all teams, they were supposed to be starting to be sold at a retail level. Like, at least that was the plan, but I think that plan has been reversed a little bit. I don't know if it's fully canceled altogether, but I was planning on buying an Authentic Pro Ducks away jersey from a retailer, but that retailer said the jersey is no longer coming. The order has been canceled. So I don't know if that is like a league-wide thing and they're just straight up not coming again this year. Not too sure. Like, it's possible maybe that SP Apparel, the people who actually make the Made in Canada jerseys, the Authentic Pro, the On Ice jerseys, all of those, maybe they have just been overwhelmed by how many new jerseys are coming out this season and they couldn't get to making the away jerseys at a retail level. It's very possible because with the away jerseys, they don't sell as well, right? Like as compared to the home or the third jerseys, especially in an Authentic Pro as well. So yeah, it's possible they are completely canceled overall, or maybe just the person that I was going through, even though he does buy directly from Fanatics and gets shipments from Fanatics, maybe they just canceled on him and it's going to be a little bit more of a limited run and they're just going to have them on the Fanatics website and the NHL website. Not really too sure. Just kind of something I wanted to mention. But yeah, it is kind of strange that they had the Utah away inaugural season jerseys just kind of lying around and that they were available, or at least, there to be able to be shipped, even though they weren't available online anywhere. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, it's Fanatics. Of course, something screws up. It's always their fault, which, to be fair, they do screw up a lot. I'm not saying that they don't. They do screw up a lot. And I think that it is possible that maybe some of the reason for them screwing up recently is because of the tariffs. They tried to get everything over before the tariffs kicked in on August 1st. So it's possible maybe their warehouse is just like super overstocked right now and messy and they don't have things organized. It's a possibility. That's me just kind of guessing. Another theory that I've heard is that people are saying that this is an inside job and that someone is on the inside purposely screwing up, sending out these jerseys just to make Fanatics look bad. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that there is a bad actor in Fanatics because, let's be honest, they don't need help with that. They have a terrible reputation already. They don't need help trying to make it worse. It's I don't know how much worse really your reputation can get with Fanatics. Most people just despise them. And even though I do think that they've done a fine job being a jersey manufacturer for the NHL, over these past few seasons, I do understand why people hate them as much as they do. I don't think there's someone in Fanatics intentionally screwing things up, especially because of the fact of where these jerseys have shipped from. Now, I'm not sure about the Senators jersey, but I know with both Authentic Pro jerseys, so the Utah ones and the Blackhawk one, those ones were not shipped from the Fanatics warehouse. They were shipped from somewhere called Silver Crystal Sports. I'm sure most of you are aware of who they are. In case you don't, they are the parent company of Cool Hockey. So why does Cool Hockey have these jerseys? Well, that's because they do the customization for the NHL and Fanatics website. As long as it's not a pre-made jersey, so not one of the big name players, if you're entering in your own name and number, whether it is an actual player or it's your own name, that is being fulfilled by Cool Hockey. So if you are getting your Fanatics Authentic Pro customized through the NHL or Fanatics website, that is Cool Hockey customization. So don't do that. I'm sure most people who are buying the Authentic Pros already know that. Don't need to be told that. But in case you don't, don't get them. Just get them blank. Just get them blank. That is for sure. The Cool Hockey customization is not on ice customization. It's not close. So definitely just get it blank and then send it off elsewhere. If you're doing, just a premium jersey or a breakaway, it's up to you. It's fine. It's not the worst thing there, but it's also not the best thing, but it is just a premium. But the Authentic Pros, those are like the top tier jerseys. Those are the on-ice jerseys. So you probably want them with the on-ice customization. Anyways, you might still be wondering, okay, well, why are they shipping out from Cool Hockey if, they're still blank jerseys? Well, presumably, they just keep all of those jerseys at Cool Hockey in case they are sold with customization on it. Then, Fanatics doesn't have to ship those jerseys to Cool Hockey, then get the Cool Hockey customization, and then ship it out to the customer. This way, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more streamlined. It's just, the order gets placed, and if it's a blank, Cool Hockey can send it out right away. If it's not, then they can customize it and send it out. Just makes it a lot quicker, right? Am I saying that this is all Cool Hockey's fault? Well, not really, no. Technically, it could solely be on Cool Hockey for sure, but I don't really think that's likely. Without actually knowing what's going on behind the scenes, my assumption is that it's some sort of, communication issue, or more likely system issue, where the SKUs that are in Fanatics system is not lining up with what's in Cool Hockey system. So when someone places an order on Fanatics and that gets, redirected, however it does, to Cool Hockey, it's just not lining up with what the jersey actually is. But I am still a little bit surprised that Cool Hockey, especially with that Centennial Blackhawks jersey, sent it out, because at least in my opinion, I would assume the people at Cool Hockey know the jerseys that have been released, or at least are a little bit more aware of the jerseys that are released at that time. So I'm surprised that made it out. Maybe it was someone who was a little bit more new to cool hockey. I don't really know. I could see it happening a little bit more with the Utah one. That one I'm not as surprised with. Like I said, it could just be a skew issue. And, those Utah jerseys have been out for, a year. And the ones that they're wearing this year are really close to the inaugural season ones as well. But with that Blackhawks one, yeah, that one is the one that surprises me the most. That one's really strange. Anyways, though, it's just Fanatics screwing up, so I wanted to talk about that again. I would love to know what you guys think, what is going on in the comments down below. What do you think is happening? Do you think that it is some sort of system issue? Do you think that it's just people not knowing what they're doing? Or do you think it's a bad actor? Do you think there's someone on the inside just trying to take down Fanatics? I don't think so. It would be funny, though. If that is the case, like if in 2 or 3 years it comes out, Fanatics has been taken down, and it's just some random person that came in and just completely destroyed them from the inside, that would be quite humorous. But that's like a sci-fi type thing. I don't think that's happening in the real world. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all my social medias. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.